Alrighty then. So we're back once again with our current contingency contract levels with Arknights. And today, hopefully we're going to try and clear out the newest one within the hour. Let's see, is my sound on? My sound is on. Turn it up a little.
あのいまいましいチェンはここにいないよね。この絵局にいるときは通路で彼女と顔を合わせただけ。
Before we start, we'll have a quick go at the new rolls. We've only got about 6 rolls to do, but yeah, well, it never hurts to have a go and try and get a free, well, an easy 5-star. Ironically. Well, there we go. Wow, that's apparently I might get W after all. Oh, you know, if only this could have happened on the Bagpipe banner. Well, what I didn't tell you is that I have Bagpipe. Let's first level up Oshiguma. What's that do now? What does resist even mean? Oh well. Yeah, there we go. I put her right to level 60. I had all the materials farmed before the event. Just need to level her up. I would have had her at E2 by now, but I got kind of put off after I failed to pull her for 2 weeks in a row. And so I went and leveled up Vulcan, I think. Yeah, I went and leveled up Vulcan, Utage, Maya, Nell. So Bagpipe is just sitting here on level 60 and I haven't been really able to use her during the contingency contracts. I think I am going to try to use her. At least for the special missions, the ones that require specific contracts to use. Yeah, this one. I'll try using her on this. What is it? Wait, what map is this? Ah, this one. So the crushers are they the ones that come down here and then go like that, as I remember. Can irritate they don't bring up the enemy. So this is the one where I usually want to hold down this side to stop the swordsmen coming down this way. Rushers will come down this way. So I'll basically be holding down here and here. Well, not here specifically, but like this area and this area. I never bothered silencing them in the first place. They're not that durable. Anyway, because I could try doing all of them at once, but in order to get the 8 rank clear. But I want to try out Bagpipe. I haven't really gotten to use her yet. I've still been relying on Siege, Texas, and Myrtle to do all the heavy lifting. So for this map, who do I like? I like... Let's see. So I want to try out Bagpipe, so we're putting her in. Skill 2. I'll bring C. No, I'll bring Texas. Ifrit's great. Silver After's great. I love having Shen on this one, just to plug holes. I'll bring Spectre as well, so hold down the left hand side once Texas is done with that. I can't remember this one too well. I remember it being difficult, but I can't remember what I did. I may have gotten to the point where I just used McGowan, because her invulnerability, invulnerable drones make things super nice. I remember I put Amia, I always put Angelina in pretty much every lineup. I'm pretty sure I brought Skyfire. I'll bring Myrtle, because this is looking to be a high DP lineup. I'll bring Saria, you can't really go wrong with Saria. And Red. Right, let's give it a shot. Unfortunately, I've come down with a bit of a sickness. I don't think it's the, the big C. But I'm going to be staying home for a while anyway. But when you're tired, it's probably just because I haven't been getting enough sleep, and when you're sleepy, you get a bit weird and talk too much. I'm sure everyone's had that thing where you don't get enough sleep, or you stay out way too late, and then you start talking about random stuff, and you kind of embarrass yourself a little. Yeah, playing Texas here. I'm pretty sure last time on the with the limited deployment space where they block off some squares, you can't put it here, you have to put it up here, which makes them more vulnerable to the crushes, because the crushes only come down to here and then go around. Okay, what's the play here? I think I want to get... Ooh, I think I want to get... I can't remember. I know I want to get Ifrit down as fast as I can so I can stick it here to deal with those guys. Yeah, this guy. Okay, I'll put down Angelina. I don't think it matters which way I face her, as long as it's not to the left. Come on, shut up. Okay, let's put you down. Alright, this is what I want to do. There we go. And then Ifrit can just burn him to death. Easy. Okay, so far things are looking real smooth. This side has a lot of armor. Okay, I probably should save Angelina for these kind of things. I know I want to... Oh, nuts, I missed. That's a mistake. Okay, so let's try and salvage this. Okay. I almost went badly because I wasn't paying attention. I need to remember to put Red down so that she can block off. I'm tempted to put Saria down for a bit of extra healing on Silver Ash. Yeah, I have plenty of deployment, area. Yeah, let's retreat Texas and put down Smithville. I can probably retreat Metal in a second. Basically, I'm gonna retreat her and then I'll have... Okay, here's the big guy. This guy's gonna be quite dangerous now, I suppose. You'd think so. Okay, so now I'm gonna wanna activate you, because the longer he's in my line of fire, the better. Okay, this could go badly. He might just smack Saria to death right now. Kill those ones. Oh no, he doesn't do a lot of damage. God damn, I missed. Okay. Save that. Hammerbro is being dangerous in general. with Shen. I'm gonna put Tex. No. Okay, no, I don't think he can successfully stun both of them. Or at least not like. Yeah, he can't stun. He can't get out of there. He's gonna stay stuck there. That said, this is gonna be a problem. I'm probably gonna need to put Shen down. Okay, let's put Shen down. If she gets killed, I'll drop down red. Oh, he went down. Silver Ash. Okay, you know, I want those guys to be in front of Ifrit. Okay, red's gone. Okay, that's the first one dealt with. How many enemies are there? There should be 6 enemies. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's still some that haven't popped out yet. 5, 6. That means I can retreat my left hand side. I don't want to retreat Skyfire yet, she's still in firing range. I think Shen is about gone. I'm going to put down Texas here. That was probably a bad idea, I probably wanted to put her there. So... apparently Sari just won't die. Okay, red's back up. As long as I can keep them in front of Ifrit, I'm good. That is the play. FIS done. Oh, that's bad. Oh. No, that's fine. For a moment there I thought he was going to stun Silver Ash, but he wasted a stun. It's also important to retreat your units in situations like this, because if they die you have to wait like half a second before you can redeploy, and that can let them... That can just be bad. Overall that went satisfyingly well. Unfortunately I didn't really get to show off what Bagpipe can do. Most of the really cool stuff that happens when you E2 her. So that all your units start off with extra DP, which means that you can do some really flashy stuff with like Texas and Siege. Maybe it's just your Vanguard, I can't remember. But anyway, it lets you get a lot more bombs on the field. So in the same way that Shen or Project Red and Waifu can instantly deploy and deal damage. It allows you, if you have Bagpipe, that means you can do it with like Texas and Siege, and even Myrtle actually. I mean, it doesn't really help for Myrtle, but you can do it. Okay, so what am I looking at? This one's fine, I don't care about this one. I mean, this one's fine as long as I don't also have this one, so I'm going to put on Precipitous Terrain. Anti-mobility supporters. Can I do it without Angelina? I have Nightmare, and I have Arc. Arc will not be good here. Okay, what's this? How's this compare? 150, 70 res. This one's a pretty safe one. Also, I can drop this and then bring this, and then that'll get me up to 8. This may be a very short stream, I say with hope. I mean, not that I want to be a short stream, but I mean, a quick game's a good game, as they say. Is there anything I want to change? Did I bring in the limited deployment slots? No. Yes, I did. the precipitous terrain. How does that change me? I kind of wish I had a long-range arts character, so when I move Texas or Spectre one space up, they're not like out of range of any support. I need Angelina in the middle. I mean, I suppose my alternative is to bring like Promanix or something. I want to bring Promanix, but my Promanix is really low level. Megalon? No. Yeah, that's the tricky thing. My arts characters all have really short range. Yeah, I want to bring Promanix because she has really good range. Oh no, she doesn't actually. No, that doesn't help me at all. That's actually worse than oh yeah. Manticore maybe. Does Manticore deal arts damage? No. Anyway, none of these off. My lower level characters are only really good for the utility right now. Like, sometimes it might be nice to bring like Waifu because she's got an on-demand silence. Or characters like Short because of the push. But they'll... No, that's all physical damage. That would have been pretty funny though. Franco? Interesting. Maybe. I'll keep her in mind. I think I'll just bring in Amia because she's just so reliable. I said Amia's skill 3 does expand. That's no, we're not using that. That's no good on this one. Part of me wants to bring a healer. No, this should be adequate. I'm half tempted to bring Grapple instead of Red because she is super durable. But I don't know. I mean, yeah, because last time you saw I had to basically sandwich those hammer boys just all the time. Hammer bros. Okay, this is already a pickle. I've got like a safe spot up here. What's that things? Yeah, it's a diamond, not a square. So yeah, the only place I can put a ranged unit here. I can't even put Ifrit here anymore. This is gonna mess with a lot of things. Apparently I just forgot how this map works. I'm kind of wondering if I could do a clever thing like we're putting Cliffheart or Rope here and then pulling them and maybe make them go around this way. That sounds interesting. This does encourage a lot of melee operators since there's only 3 spots I can actually put my ranged units. I don't think I'm going to get it on this try actually. Okay, let's get some DP by putting Bagpipe down here first. Metal. I don't know, I can't really go wrong with metal. Okay, I think Bagpipe might have been a bad choice. Okay. I think I'm gonna want to go straight for Ifrit. Oh, that's bad. Let's just drop Red down and kill this guy. Ifrit can... I'm basically just patching things up at the moment though. No, I am not doing well. I don't know what to do about these guys. I mean, I suppose I could try and drop like... Maybe next time I'll bring like Helgar or something and drop him up here. This is gonna be interesting. Okay, for now let's put... And I suppose the other interesting thing would be if I put Ifrit here and then put Cliffheart or Rope here to pull him Osnosan. No, that's in range of this thing. So I have to put them here. I'm not sure if they have range. I think they do have 3 tower range. Yeah. At any rate, it's going to be Shen time. Yeah, it's looking good for her. This is just a map of balls. I think maybe a ranged guard might be alright here. If I put Lapland and face it this way. Yeah, I'm just doing this really badly. I mean, I suppose the alternative is actually to bring Magellan and just slap their drones down around here, because they can just deal with whatever they want to. Okay, we've got no choice but to try and kill these. So let's try and kill these. Let's get a 6 Arya down here and just see how long she lasts. I think she'll last, just like turn to an ice cube at some point. Ah, missed. Okay, sorry I can like tank a surprise somebody well, yeah. Apparently Skyfire doesn't deal any damage. I am getting a lot out of Red's trait though. Since Red has the ability that she's got like a minimum damage she can deal. Oh, there goes Sario. Ah, I messed up. I have to speed this entire thing. Okay, these things aren't actually as bad as I thought they were. Okay. I think I want to not deal with the silencing, the unsilenceable guys, and I'll bring Lapland. Wait, what I bring? Oh yeah, no supporters. Okay, Ifrit's still good. Silverrat is still good. I'm gonna bring Lapland. I think I'll bring Shining instead of Colossus. Since we're kind of in serious mode now, I might bring Siege instead of Bagpipe. I may want to bring Gravel and Red. I'm kind of disappointed at how useless the snipers are in this on this map, or just in CC in general. It just feels like every map has so much high defense enemies, lots of high defense enemies that make Exia in particular really useless. Like, except for the high-rise one, the abandoned high-rise. No, I'm gonna see if Helga can deal with those hammer guys up the top. I mean, not the hammer guys, the sword guys. I think he lasts until like mages come out or something, as I remember. What's my team look like? I don't have any DP generation yet, do I? No, I have Siege. Looks like I'm gonna ditch Gravel and then go back for Battle. I don't like this lineup. I don't know, I'll see how this plan goes. Yeah, Siege goes fast. Metal. Siege can block too, that gives her like a big advantage over Bagpipe at this early point. Actually can't quite kill them fast enough. I think if Bagpipe was higher level, she'd be more useful, obviously. Next time I'll remember to try out because I thought. Okay, let's see how we go. Deals a sizable chunk of damage, but I'm not sure. He doesn't seem to be dying. No, he's slowly dying now. I think it might be alright if I had Angelina. Okay, no, I definitely want Solopsis here. In behind the sight. I said Helga does like get a faster attack when he goes lower health, so he heals faster. No, I should have put him back here. I'm stupid. Let him go. Okay, I've pushed him back onto Helga's space, so that kind of takes care of the problem. I really need that DPS up here. Fortunately, he's focusing Shen at the moment, so that makes Helga's life a little easier. This is interesting. Like, it's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. It also, like, doesn't quite this thing doesn't quite trigger fast enough to stun anyone at this level. Okay, what am I doing? Put down Silver Ash. I forgot to block off Red. Yeah, I should have. If I blocked him, if I blocked off this guy with Red, that would be a problem. But now it is. So I'm gonna lose the point here probably. Yeah, I'm gonna lose the point now. Oh no, they made it turn into a... Oh, combined with the caster, they meant to turn into an ice block. You get back over there. Stop freezing my boy. Who's stunned? I don't know, do your thing. That's kind of fortunate. Spectre stunned herself before. No, that's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. Okay, let's. Yeah, I'm gonna need to drop Red. Okay, I need some way to take out those mages. I'm just not doing this very smart, am I? Okay, notice yourself. Don't put Helga in front of the freeze ray. Bring like red or gravel. Well, remember to use red or gravel. And don't put Silver Ash somewhere stupid. I think I might. I'm going to try swapping out Skyfire for Nightmare. And I'm definitely swapping out Shining for Solstice. Okay, gets 14, drop seed. I feel like this map would be a little more interesting if these ice things triggered on enemies as well. Like, you know, it'd probably make it a bit too easy, but I don't know. I like the map. I like the standard map where you can sort of force the enemies to freeze themselves. No, not freeze themselves, set themselves on fire. Okay, let's not throw Helga somewhere stupid. It's kind of hard to gauge how well he's doing because because of the way his attack speed gets faster as he gets on lower hit points. It's very easy for him to make a comeback. Not when you have frozen ice block though, but obviously. Let's try and kill these guys as fast as possible. I don't need Lapland yet. Let's bring out Silver Ash. No. That's a good place to put them. That's good for that way, that's good for that way. This is good for both directions. I think is what I want to use them for, but it does make them kind of useless in the meantime. So, Nightmare here. Get her charging up. Put down Lapland here, get her charging up. You pay attention to that. They killed either of them yet? No. No, he's killed him. Okay. Oh, I do. Put you down here, because that's doesn't seem to be a bad idea at all. More skill point charging is always good. Can't kill him. That was Lapland. Nightmare seems to be pulling her weight. Gosh, Helica's ability charges up so fast now. I got Velocity down the field. Okay, I think the hammer guy's coming up. Yeah. Okay. You go. Shen, go. I'm probably gonna drop Myrtle in a second. Okay, we killed one of them. Okay, if this guy starts doing some serious damage, I'm gonna pop Nightmare's skill. Nightmare. It has slightly out of range of Helica, which is annoying. Also, Left Spectre is block 3. I'm so used to everyone in this game being block 2, but block 3 is important. Ah, shoot. No, that's bad. I need stuff. Yeah, I could put him back there as like a backup. Wait, how do you stun? Lapland must have been targeting somewhere else. Maybe I need to bring Waifu. I think I like Nightmare. Nightmare's kinda cool. I need you to be doing some deeps. That was like the worst possible time to slap her down. I might lose a point here. Yeah, I don't want... Yeah, I think I'm gonna lose a point over there. Fortunately, I'm just drawing fire from this guy. Jerk. I may have popped Spectre Skull a little too early. So that might also just save her. Yep. Okay, it's worked. I've won. It wasn't like the cleanest victory, but I did it. Nightmare? I like Nightmare now. Yeah, no, Nightmare did that. Okay, that was out of range. I don't think it's worthwhile to underplay either of these because he's got a decent chance of actually breaking through up the top here. This may be a bad idea. It's only a bad idea if he does that? Okay, red, go. That's done. Alright, we pulled through somehow. This may be like the shortest episode of this ever. I don't know. The one that whatever map they had on day one of this contingency contract was really easy. I accidentally got S rank in it while I wasn't paying attention. I don't remember what it was. It was like a really straightforward and easy one. That would have been the shortest one. Alright, that leaves us a lot of spare time. I've got, what, 15 minutes left. We can have fun. Firstly, let's grab some stuff. Probably... I think I need more rocks. I don't know, rocks... I hate rocks. I hate rocks. There's stuff I haven't seen very much of. Okay, let's grab this. I'll probably need it at some point. What do we want to do now? Maybe we'll have a go at trying to triple S this one? I don't want to. I don't want to. I'll see if I can find which map that... That's not button. Which map it was I'm thinking of. Maybe this one. Because that was one of the big ones in the first contingency contract. I mean this one too, but like the other one was one of the really main ones. This one went surprisingly smoothly this time, since I've got a lot of snipers I've trained up. I mean, I basically just kept throwing snipers at the enemies until it went past. Yes, this was a big one. That was the standard map from the last one, I think. What was this? This one was kind of annoying, like, these maps are really weird. Like, it feels like you need Lapland to beat this one because of the exploding bugs. I can sort of see that, I don't know, maybe you could put rope or cliff art here and then pull the bugs into the pit. That's about what I could see as an alternative, but it still leaves your other lane open to the... I can't remember who comes down here. I think it's some of the metal slugs. The metal bugs. I mean, I suppose you could put the other puller here, but that's a bit... I mean, it's somewhat hard as putting Lapland here. This one was a bit weird. I think what it amounted to is I tried to get the enemies to come up here, down here, around, and like that. I mean, normally I just have them come, you know, down through this middle section, so I could put down the, like, Spectre or someone here. But on the reduced deployment squares, that one's blocked off. So I've made them come all the way around like that. And the guy that comes out of this corner, if you put like Saria here, she can just tank those guys forever. Like they will shoot her. They'll just stand here and shoot her, and then you can just put like Ifrit or like Ambriel or someone, maybe even Meteorite here. I put Ifrit because Ifrit's like my best damage dealer. I just put her here and she just torched them all day. That one was interesting. I kind of wish they did more with the block levels. This one, I hate this one. This one was like the biggest nightmare for me. This side's pretty easy to handle. I just put Spectre here. She deals with everything. And then I'd sort of like, you know, funnel them around here and block them around here. Usually putting my blocker like... I think Blaze or Saria. I put them here. Like I put Spectre and Ifrit here to clear off this lane. put a blocker here. I'd put like a triple blocker behind that one, in case one of the bullies came down, or for when one of the bullies came down. Angelina, put like Silver Ash or someone here. God, this was an annoying little. And then you have the one that turned up yesterday, where one of the contracts is to remove all three of these, which means the enemies now come up around here and down around here, which I don't know, isn't super tricky. It sounds super easy because you can actually block them by just putting like all three of these squares will block all the enemies coming from the left, and the middle will also block the enemies coming from the right. Now the tricky thing was that around the time like one of the bullies comes out here, and he's the guy that you need to have a 3-blocker to block, some of the unblockable guys will come around here and sneak through, and they run really fast, especially because there's another contract that makes them move faster, or all enemies move faster. So I needed to put like Angelina here, and then time her skill very carefully, and also combine it with Amia being here and activate her skill as well, to burst them down before they could just run straight past everything and into the point. So that one was a real pain, and I had to be very careful to retreat my units. Because they move so fast, if one of your units dies, they can move right through the square before you can deploy a new unit, because if a unit dies, you have to wait like half a second to a second to deploy a new unit. So you have to be sure to retreat. That's where retreating comes in important. You have to retreat. That's at Vulcan. Because you can deploy very few units on this map, so having someone self-sufficient that can block 3 like Vulcan is amazing. I could just stick her here. She could just tank all day, and if the enemies ever got dangerous, I could just activate her second skill, the healing one, and she would just become kind of invincible, and also block 4 enemies. Then I have like Silver Ash here in the middle, killing everything that comes through here, and having Blaze right behind with a extra range chainsaw. This map has taught me to appreciate my 3 blockers, because normally I don't use 3 blockers a lot. I don't use Spectre or Blaze, or I use Saria a lot, but that's mostly for a healing. I don't use Hoshiguma very much, and like my Nyan isn't very high level. So I usually use like Silver Ash or Lapland, Shen, Siege, Texas. Those are my main blockers. Last one. Alright, and we've seen this one today. Did anything interesting happen in the other ones? Okay, put over that one. This one was also pretty tricky just because I had to basically turn off all the attack speed enemies and just put Ifrit here and try and constantly be throwing out like gravel and red to distract them while Ifrit sets them on fire. And have Silver Ash here to clean up anyone who starts getting through. And just slap down Lapland right here and... Oh no, what I did, because there's also, one of the other contracts was, it's not one of the ones here, but it reduces the amount of units you can deploy. So you can only deploy you can only bring like 4 operators. So what I did was I brought Magellan, because Magellan can stick her drones like here and here and clear out the slugs before they can hit anyone. Because those slugs will just wreck anything they come in range of. But because her drones are invulnerable, she can take care of them pretty well. You just have to, cycle them very carefully and time her abilities so that there's never really a point. So you don't run out of drones, because if they kill the drones, you can't get them back. But if you activate her ability, you do. What's this? Yeah, this one was pretty straightforward. I just put Helga up here. He killed everything that came down, including the mage. He could kill the mage if I timed his skill carefully. But with his skill 2, he can sit up here and kill everything that comes through. The only tricky thing was the invisible casters. Because I basically need to put Silver Ash here, facing to the left, and they come in range, and then I'd be able to beat them up. And if I lost it, well, this one wasn't so bad. I think there's also another one where I started using Megalon. Like Megalon, Silverash, and Angelina. And Helga. Like those four could clear this. No, that one. I did that one, right? Yeah, that's what I was just talking about. Yeah, this one, it basically came down to like I put like Myrtle and like Texas and Silverash back here, and then up the front I'd throw down like I think my opening move, because so the way this opens up is that you have like a line of crossbowmen and a line of drones, and so if you put any snipers in the front row, they'll get killed because the snipers will target the air units first, and then once they've killed the air, and then by the time they've killed the air units, the crossbowmen will have killed them. So I just put like this basically had to wait until I had 19 deployment points, put down an XCR and then gravel, and then that would clean it up pretty easily. And I followed that with like Blue Poison and Grey Throat and Jessica. Like not all at once, I'd sort of have them out, and then because I wasn't bringing any healers, every time like I had them all in their skill 2s, so their skill 2s are the ones that you activate and they'll just start killing everything. So by the time that those skill 2s have been used, they're usually quite low on health. So then I swap them out for my other sniper, like Jessica. What else? And yeah, and then I had like these like Silverash, Texas, Myrtle, and I also had Shen because Shen's just good for dropping down. She was also good for dropping down here and just clearing out everything in the area. The skill 2. I think that was about all that was interesting in that one. This one... Yeah, this one's also pretty straightforward. You just... Okay, if there's one thing I've learned from this contingency contract, is that gravel and, like... Gravel's amazing. And also watching your spacing. So I think the trick to this one was that you... So the main danger of this level, the casters, they hit everything in like a plus shape. So basically what you have to be careful to do is stagger units on diagonal squares. So I'd have like Saria or Spectre here. I'd have like Silverash facing downwards here. I'd have like Texas or Siege here, and I have Myrtle back here. And then like Ifrit like back here, so you could burn everything along this line, and then you had to put like Shining, I think, yeah, Shining or Flopsis. Those are my two healers. And she could keep, I think Flopsis, because she can keep this whole area healed. And then I put like Angelina here, and then like Amia here, or Exia here, one of them. Also, Exia will absolutely destroy the mages, but I think the trick I ended up using was that since they come down here, I put Helga here, and he could just kill them. He'd also draw their fire pretty well. That's like one of the really amazing things I found about Utage in particular. Is that Utage can basically just... Like, she will never die. She might not like kill everything, but she's very hard for the enemy to get rid of, because if you activate her first skill, she'll just stop blocking. It also boosts her defense, it doesn't help against mages. But you can sit her on the front line, and anytime anything gets dangerous for her, you just activate her skill, let the enemies pass, she'll survive. And yeah, she's just and be back on full health in a bit. That's just the great thing about her. Is there anything else I wish I could use more? Bagpipe, I think, is... I mean, she's like, obviously she's the best on-kill DP generator. But, I don't know. I have a high... Because my siege is higher level, I just use her instead. She's also a lot more consistent with farming DP. That said, I can see her being really useful on certain maps, because I have come across a bunch of maps recently that you basically have to deploy all your units really fast, like, yeah, the map will open and like a dog will just rush down straight towards your spawn, and unless you have, you either have to give up a good position and like deploy someone like Siege a bit further back, or you have to use someone like, yeah, like Bagpipe or like Granny or like Vigna, or even like Project Red. Sometimes I'll just drop one of them down because they're so cheap. Gosh, I kind of want to use Maya more often, but I don't know. Generally, there aren't a lot of maps where she's worth using, even on like limited deployment ones where you can only deploy like, well, you can only bring like 4 characters. Because I don't know, it feels like she's basically is that she lacks damage. It's mostly comparing her to bring like Spectre. The Spectre can just heal all day. Bring Helga, bring Saria. She can hold down multiple lanes at once, but I don't know, she's tricky to use. Whereas like Magellan being like able to be invulnerable is super nice. Vulcan, I really like Vulcan. Like, I just like those. I think I've said it before. I really like those units you can just slap down somewhere and they'll just hold it. And Vulcan's really good at that. I usually like to put it. Normally I like to keep her on a skill 2, but I had to use my skill 1 against those bullies because block neg 1 means she can't block them. I kind of wish she had a passive regeneration ability, but healing, like, so she heals so much health. Even at this level, it's 6% of her health every second once that's activated, which is amazing. That's also combined with Angelina backing her up. I'd like to use Franca more. She's really interesting. I kind of wish they made it so that, I don't know, maybe this activated all the time if... Yeah, because 2.5 times, I know it goes up at higher levels, but it's not like constant. If you could, I don't know, activate it and keep this up all the time during a skill, that would be super nice. Like, I'd probably use her a lot. At the moment I usually just throw Scatty at it, because she's got the... Like, firstly her skill comes down as soon as you get a player. That's mostly it. I can just drop her down and she will reliably kill something, although she's kind of being outdone by Helga, which is annoying. I do like that I can keep redeploying her, but Helga will just stand, like, I can see her being good on like maps where I have to actually deploy on different fronts, but Helga, generally speaking, Helga's ability to survive is more useful, and same with Utage. Ak, I have not gotten the hang of. He is a weird boy. I've heard that his best feature is his third skill. Well, his best feature is his third skill because it makes someone insanely dangerous, but he's tricky to use. I feel like it might be worth leveling him up a bit for me, because he's a specialist that deals lots of range damage and has all those random stuns and stuff. So you can use him on contingency contract stages where you can't bring like casters, or more generally snipers. That said, I think he is kind of outdone. Oh, also that stun. The stun is super nice on levels where you can't use supporters, because you need to get those slows up. Like pretty much everyone here I'd like to use more. I just haven't gotten to level them up yet. Waifu, if that Hammer Bro stage that I was just playing, if I don't know, that stun had gotten to be a problem, I probably would have brought Waifu just so I could drop her down and ignore the stuns. But it didn't come to that. Nightmare really pulled through for me there. Schwartz, her third skill is like super cool. I just haven't gotten to level her up yet. Yan looks cool. I don't really get a lot out of defenders though. Like, usually what I want from a defender is just to sort of sit there and not die ever, which, you know, they can do, but Saria is just kind of super reliable because she has her heals and I don't know. It may just be my perception of it, but I can just see her not dying. CB is really cool. Like, that anti-armor attack seems super good, and it like will scale quite nicely. Because basically the stronger the enemies get, the stronger she gets. And that's something I really like in a character. Mystima? I haven't gotten much out of Mystima yet. I don't usually get much out of these AoE casters. That said, Mystima's second skill is super nice. But I haven't really gotten much out of them. It's mostly just the range makes them hard to use. Yeah, Flamebringer I've never really used. Indra I've never really used. Savage, I don't know. She's kind of neat. I think I used her a bit at the start, but now I've got Blaze and Spectre. So, yeah. Swire is my favourite character. I keep trying to get to fit her into comps. It may happen more. I've finally gotten around to maxing out her skill. I need to get her to potential 4 to properly max her out. And also, like, you know, elite her to upgrade. Executor's also pretty cool. Like, he deals. He's like half the reason why I'm not super into these AoE casters. The AoE casters are better against like lots of armored enemies, but this guy's just better against everything else, and also decent against them because he thinks straight up ignores. Yeah, he ignores a chunk of defense and he deals loads of damage. And also, I think a really important thing is that he hits everyone in his area of effect. He doesn't just like cast it. So basically, if anyone's in his area of effect, they're getting hit by him. As opposed to like Mystima or someone who you can launch off to one side and not hit people on the other side and so on. I don't know. He's got a more. I don't know, he feels more reliable because of that. Greythroat I really like. I just haven't been able to level up. Platinum's nice. I like having that long range. It's not. I don't think it's actually super useful. Especially, I don't know. Sometimes I have found there are situations in which it is really nice to have a long range AoE sniper, not AoE, a long range anti-air sniper. Because that's the problem with Ambriel and Firewatch. Both characters I really quite like, is that they won't target air units, which means they can just sneak past you. Province I've never really used. Liliscom, I think she's good on certain maps, and I want to level her up just because she can make some levels really easy because she can just, you know, constantly allow you to use Silver Ash's ability, or constantly use the best ability in the game, which is hilarious. That's hilarious. That's just the best thing ever. Ceylon I quite like because she's got a massive range for a healer. So there's a lot of maps where I will be able to deploy her and she can just keep my entire team healed. Silence has a similar kind of thing with her drone. Like, she can't do it as consistently as Ceylon, but if you have like an off-lane thing, she can go heal that once every like 40 seconds. Warfarin's mainly just there for the same as Ark. She's there to buff people's damage. Stina I used a lot until I got Angelina. That said, I keep forgetting that Angelina has skills other than her third skill, which allow her to attack all the time. Promanix was like my favourite character for a while. I just haven't leveled her up for a while because I've been trying to clear some of the challenge content, because you get a lot of good resources which allow you to, leveling up the good operators allows you to level up the operators you want to level up more easily, because it allows you to clear harder content more easily and get the rewards from it. Like Contingency Contract, which gets you loads of rewards. So there's another one I want to learn how to use well. She's got that attack buff, but her first skill, if you're good, you can use it really well. I just don't know how to use it really well yet. Cliff Art, Feeder, Snow Sing, Rope, they're pretty self-explanatory. Manticore I never get around to using. I think that's about it for the characters I want to level up. I think I was trying to level up Brocker until I got Blaze. And so he's just going to sort of sit there for a while now. I did manage to get the 5 potency Breeze. Anyway, I think I've gone a bit over time now, although I did start a little late. But that'll be it for my contingency contract Arknights videos until the next main event comes out, or I decide to try and clear the story a bit more. Next week will probably... there's a few things that might be. One of the things I'm considering is clearing out some of the story mode stages in Girls Frontline. They've got a new interface update which makes things super nice to use. I can just... Well, I think the main thing is that during the cutscenes... So there was like a problem with the older interface or whatever, I'm not sure what it was, but basically they have this little overlay whenever you were talking to someone on the phone in Girls Frontline, which lagged the hell out of the game. But I was having a go at it last night, and it made the stories go by so much more smoothly. Because that was one of the things that really put me off watching the stories, because I started skipping them as of Izuma, and and up until last night I hadn't really watched any of the cafe stories. But last night I went through though, and because of the interface update, and it was a lot smoother. So it'll be a lot nicer to see that now. I just kind of wish, you know, things... I don't know, it feels like the story on that has been a bit slow lately. Not that, you know... Not that that's particularly the point, but... I don't know. It hasn't quite caught my... I think it's mainly just the lack of Squad 404, which is like the coolest part of... They're just the coolest. Although maybe once they start introducing the new Defy members, we'll get to see a bit more, but I don't know, UMP45 is just one of my favourite characters in, like, anything. I did a cosplay of her a while back. I don't know, she's just kind of that smug character, that justice planned kind of character. I don't know, I really like her, and I like to see her turn up more. Like, I think she turned up in the, because while I was watching the stories last night, I caught up on some of the older, the ones about the ball, in which, you know, they go to, the dolls go to a ball, and some of them try to steal a gem for some reason. It's a bit vague on why anything's happening, but basically someone's trying to steal a gem, and then at the end of it, 45 turns up. I think I was watching Type 79's story. Yeah, and 45 just turns up and steals the thing at the end, and it's great. Anyway, that's all from me for now. I ordered a burrito just before this stream started. That's why I was a bit late to start, because the delivery was a little late. And so I was a little late because I had to go get the burrito from the delivery guy. But now I can eat it. I can eat my delicious burrito. So that's all for now. Thanks everyone for watching, and I'll see you next time.